Today let's say another table by using macros. So let's take one mock shell. This is a mock shell. So here what is there? Like yesterday, few variables are there like height, weight and body mass index, and for these we have to generate descriptive statistics like n, mean, standard deviation, median, minimum and maximum. So against what is the classification variable? Is the treatment here. So in the given dataset, first we have to check whether these three variables are there or not, and also the treatment variable. And we have to create an overall column.
Yeah.
So like yesterday, let's divide this into three parts first. So and we have to concatenate and finally keep it in proc report. That is the process that we have seen yesterday. But today, let's generate that by using a macros. Okay, instead of repeating the same code again and again, so we'll create a macro. So first I'll explain you with height variable. Later I'll change that into a macro. Okay, now here this one we have to generate by using ADSL dataset, and here we had many variables but we don't want all these variables. So I'll just hide the unwanted variables. Yeah, here are. See, we had height, weight, and BMI, and these also we don't want. Now we had treatment variable, and treatment there are two variables. One is a character type, and another one is a numeric type. This numeric one is only for sorting. Excuse me, sorry. Only for sorting purpose. Okay. Now here let's create for height. So using which procedure? Before that we have to create an overall column, right? So data ADSL set SAS user dot ADSL output, and second time whenever we are outputting we have to change the value t0 and an equals to what is there 1 and 0. So let's take some other number other than 1 and 0. Your wish, whatever number you want we can take. So in that totally 6 observations are there. When I double it will become 12 observations. See, we got 12 observations, and let's do the height statistics. So using proc summary, what proc means, data equals to ADSL, and here our classification variable is TRT01 and treatment, and analysis variable is height, output out equals to height underscore 1. What are the statistics? N, mean, standard deviation, minimum, and then maximum. These are the statistics we want. So now here we got height 1. In this we got all the statistics. The next step is concatenate mean and standard deviation, minimum and maximum, and change them and also control the decimals. So minimum 1 and standard deviation 2, median 1. So let's concatenate them. Same like yesterday. Data, create one more data set. Copy height underscore 1. And now here mean standard deviation equals to put off underscore mean with 1 decimal. Concatenate with open brackets, again concatenate with standard deviation with 2 decimals, again concatenate with closed brackets, and also minimum and maximum. Put off underscore minimum with no decimals, again put off underscore mx, and next one n and median also we have to change, n with no decimals, 0 decimals, and then median put of underscore MDN with 1 decimal. Later, drop all the variables that starts with underscore. And then
Priya, if the same step, if you have to write in proc SQL, will we be able to do it?
what?
If the same step, what you're doing in a data step, if you have to do in proc SQL,
Huh.
will we be able to do it?
In proc SQL, how can you concatenate these?
That's what I'm asking. Is there a possibility? Because in proc SQL, we don't have to, you said you don't have to convert numerics and numeric variables to a character. So that's why I'm asking,
No,
is
always
there a,
that is not possible with the SQL. Few things are easy there and few are easy here.
okay.
Okay. But if you go in depth of SQL, then it might be there, but I don't know because I'm not using SQL that much. To how much ever
Hmm.
extent it is needed, I know only that much.
Oh yeah, no. Usually I was trying to work. Yesterday I did a little bit. The joining part I did it in SQL. I felt it, but
Yeah.
when it came to here again, I was using data step. So I thought, like, is it possible to do it? Yeah. So I was just curious.
Okay, using SQL also we can generate this table, but again while generating after calculating the statistics, I used to concatenate in the data step only.
Data. Yeah,
But also
yeah,
I'll teach
pretty
you
much.
how to generate by using SQL after this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now here we concatenated all these and then transpose the data. I want these as a variable names, and also here one missing value is there, so we don't want missing. So while
Yes.
generating itself here, we can use where statement or where as a dataset option. Where in not
Not equal to.
equals to missing. Yeah, so 0, 1 and 9. So let's transpose the data. Proc transpose data equals to height 2 and out equals to height 3, and your ID variable is treatment, and your analysis variables are n, mean SG, median m and mx, and then run. So now here we got this. Next step is change these values. I got it out. Here I'm right. You're using one more data step here to change the values like this, right? With brackets and comma. While creating itself, can we do use here comma and brackets? While creating itself, if you create like however you want, again we can avoid one more data step. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Who said correct? Who?
I
Yasmin?
said that. Yeah. Swapna.
Okay. Previously here, these are the variable names, right? Can we use
Mhm.
special characters for variables?
No,
So that is not
we
possible.
can't.
So we have to write one more data step. Okay. So data height 4, copy data from height 3, and here use if underscore name underscore equals to n, then your new variable equals to n, else if mean and then standard deviation. Next, if it is median, Okay, and here use the length statement. Length, new var, and set some length. And after this, drop this variable. Drop underscore name underscore and run. Let's run this. So here somewhere it went wrong.
Log. Let me see.
Okay, let me see if see we got this. So finally we have to attach the title, that is height and centimeters. So create one
Um,
dummy and also use the same variable new var equals to height in brackets centimeters.
So for sake of that height, we are creating a dummy variable and we are concatenating these two data sets with the same variable.
Creating dummy dataset for that. Yes, creating a new variable and then concatenate the dummy and then your height 4. Also create in order to maintain a space. Here is our final height. So the same thing we have to repeat for weight and then body mass index, right? So now instead of creating writing one more time, I'll just change this this into a macro. How to change this into a macro? Start with
We can
person macro.
person.
Why I didn't start with person macro? Because see here, if you start with person macro and here if any errors are there, you can't identify with the color change.
Yes.
Everything will be black. So first write your code. If you are confident enough, you can start with person macro. So person macro, just give one name, table, and let's see the macro variables. So and close with person
Right.
mn macro n. Now here all the three times the dataset name is same, right? For all the three variables.
Yeah.
And classification variable is also same. It's a treatment. But this variable changes, right? So here I'll declare a macro variable var. So if it is height, I want to create like height 1 and rest everything are same. Weight 1, BMI 1 like that. And so here the title is different. So I'll write title and something wrong. Order number also different. So num. So num, title and var. These are the macro variables we created. Var equals to mm, title
Right.
and then num. So now this is our macro. If you want to call the macro, just call by
Person table.
person table. So first time var equals to height and your title is
Height.
height and in brackets centimeters
Num is 1.
and num equals to 1. And next, so next calling the macro for, so every time if you make a habit of commenting out, that is better. Calling the macro for height statistics.
Weight.
Next, calling the macro for weight statistics and then PM. So next here it is weight in kgs and order equals to 2. Next 3. Here the variable name also weight. Third time it is BMI. What is the title? Body mass index kg per meter square. So body mass index kg per meter square. This is. So let's run this and see. See, we got BMI, height, and weight, right? So how much time it took if you have a macro? Instead of writing the entire code again and again, simply we can complete with a single line here, right? Next, data, create a final data set and set your first height and then weight and then BMI. Run this. This is your final weight data set. Now this one we have to keep it in proc report and work on it. So just break the variable order and maintain the space. Change these variable names, assign titles and footnotes. Will you work on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go for the next report. So everyone understood this one? Same like yesterday's, I just simply instead of the macro giving the directly the variable names, wherever it changes, I have declared a macro variable. That's it. So in real time, usually this macro will already it will be there. So if you just call the macro, that will be enough. But in case if you have to write a macro, you should know how to create a macro. So everyone clear? Any doubts in this? Now let's see how to create a table by using SQL. This is little bit different. See here, what is there? First, understand the mock shell. Number of subjects who completed treatment, counts and percentages we have to calculate against treatment. And then number of subjects who discontinued, how many, and percentage, and reasons for discontinuation. That means here, if number of subjects who discontinued 50 means, when you add up all these numbers, it should be equivalent to 50. Are you getting?
Yeah.
So in between, if you are getting doubt, you can check like that, whether you are doing
Okay.
correctly or not.
Can you explain it again?
A number of subjects who discontinued and for them reasons they have given. So suppose if you think that here number of subjects who discontinued 50 and due to adverse event how many subjects have discontinued, due to lack of efficacy how many have discontinued, like that. So when you add up all these reasons, then that number should be equivalent to this one. Okay. Now here we had counts and percentages. How can we calculate counts and percentages?
Frequency.
Proc frequency. So here you can use proc frequency, calculate like how we are doing, and then transpose, concatenate, and stack this. Or else we can do that by using SQL also. Now here using SQL, till now we are doing this into horizontally like this, right? This one part, second part, third part, like that. And finally we are stacking. Now let's divide this into two, left hand side and right hand side. So first create left hand side part and then create right hand side and finally merge these two. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now first let's create this left hand side part. Okay. So now here I'll write data left.
Then we will use full join, right?
I'll tell you. Okay. First one I'll give the numbering. Okay. Because again finally we have to maintain these spaces and all, right.
Right.
And also when we merge, we should have a common variable also between these two. Or else how do you know that whether you are merging correctly or not, number of subjects who completed and discontinued. So we have to create new variables, same variables at both the parts, the left hand side and right hand side. So order equals to 1 and your label equals to, what is their
Number of.
number of subjects who completed treatment. And then output. Next, order equals to 2, label equals to number of subjects who discontinued treatment. And third one here, reasons for discontinuation. Now for the third one, I'll create a suborder. This is complete third one, and again in third 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. So here order equals to 3, suborder equals to 0. I'll start with 0, and label equals to reasons for discontinuation, and then output. So here I'll just maintain some space because here we are having some spaces. Okay, so let's see this. Total 6 are there. 1, 2, 3,
6, 7.
okay. Now here next one is adverse event. And next, lack of efficacy. And next, loss to follow up. Next, withdrew consent. Next, administrator. And finally, due to protocol violation. Now here we have to set the length for this label variable. Length label and then run this. Okay, I'll delete all these data sets. So now here see, did we get this left hand side part?
Yeah.
Okay, now we need to create a right hand side part, and also here overall is there, but in the original data set we won't have the overall column. Let's see this one we have to generate by using admin data set. So here subject ID, completion flag is there, character version and also a numeric one. So if it is S means number of subjects who completed, and the numeric is 1. If it is no, means number of subjects who discontinued, and 2. Wherever no is there, you will find the discontinuation reasons. And also for that, numeric variable is there. So now here, we need to double the data first. Data admin sets as user.admin1 output, and while outputting second time the treatment variable, here we had 1 and 2, so let's take it 3 output. So here totally how many subjects are there? Totally 60 subjects are there. So it should double the data. So now we got 120 observations, right? Now Here using SQL, let's see how to generate counts and percentages. So proc SQL, I'll create a new table, create table
Table as
count as. Now here using select statement, select count of distinct subject ID. Why am I using distinct function?
You don't want the
duplicate copies.
Yes, because we doubled the data, right? So it should not count twice. So as count or as n, and we want treatment variable and create a new variable. So here let's do one thing. First let's do only for this first one. Number of subjects who completed the treatment. For number of subjects who completed, here we have given order as 1, right? So here write 1 as ORD and take this from admin dataset where your completion, what is the variable name? Either you can take this one or this one. Character or numeric is 1 equals to 1 and group by classification variable quit. So
from using. Yeah. Yeah.
when I run this code, it will give you number of subjects who completed. See here, there are totally 24 subjects. In those 12 subjects have taken treatment 1, 12 subjects have taken treatment 2. 3 is overall. Do you understand this one?
Yeah.
Here order is 1. If it is 1 means number of subjects who completed the treatment. The same thing we need to repeat for number of subjects who discontinued and also for reasons. So after creating, we have to combine all those things. So instead of creating in separate proc step and again concatenate them, here do you remember operators?
Yeah.
So I'll use operator here. So we can use union all or union all, and now again do the same thing, but second time here it is who discontinued 2 as ORD and here it is true, right? Now on remember always semicolon we should give only at the end. Now here we got this wherever ORD is 1, that is for number of subjects who completed. Number of subjects who discontinued. 21 subjects have taken treatment 1, 15 have taken treatment 2 and total 36. So 36 plus 24, 60. Are you getting?
Yeah.
Now we need to do that next thing again we have to repeat for reasons for discontinuation. So again combine that. And now here count and treatment ORD is 3 and also here we have to create suborder, right?
Yeah.
So suborder here I've taken adverse event 1, lack of efficacy 2, like that. The same thing is present in the dataset also. That's why I've started with 0. Reasons for discontinuation is 0 and I've started from 1. See here same thing will be there in the dataset also in the same order. Adverse event 1, lack of efficacy 2, loss to follow up 3. See, in the same order it will be there, so we no need to worry about all these things. Now what
That was
I'll
given,
do,
right? The adverse event one is given in our data set. Okay.
yes. So now what I'll do, I'll just copy this variable values as suborder.
Okay.
Okay, now here this variable values. For suborder, copy these variable values as SORD. Are you clear? Instead of again writing 6 steps, take one as what is that? SORD and calculating for adverse event separately, calculating for
Yeah.
lack of efficacy, loss to follow-up. For all these things, instead of calculating separately, here I'm just copying the values. Whatever the values are there for SORD, take the same, sorry, for discontinuation reasons numeric version, copy the same values into SORD.
Okay.
Okay, and also we have to group by
3. We have to use 3, right?
no, this completion. This is different. This is different. This is order we are creating. This one in the data set, this variable is having 1 and 2. 1 means completed, 2 means discontinued. Here we are
Okay.
calculating for discontinuation reasons, right?
Yeah.
For
True.
reasons also this will be true. So as we are calculating for discontinuation reasons, we have to take that in the group statement, in the group by clause, and run this. See, don't get confused. See, now here, wherever you are having SORD 3 means that is for reasons. Okay, sorry, wherever ORD is 3, that is for reasons. And SORD 1. SORD 1 means that is adverse event. See, here, 3 subjects have taken treatment 1, right? 3 subjects have taken treatment 1, and 2 subjects have taken treatment 2. So overall 3 plus 2, 5 should be there. Where is this? See, 5. Are you getting? If you write the code, it will calculate the values correctly. I'm just explaining you whether it is taken correctly or not to show that. Okay. Now here we got counts. What is the next thing? We want percentages also, right? Generally, how do we calculate percentage?
Frequency.
No, generally,
For 100,
right?
usually percentage is
Number
to
by
100.
total number into 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to calculate percentage and also need to concatenate with counts.
Mm.
Okay, now here I'll do one thing. Data, I'll create a new data set. Merge your count dataset and begin. I'll tell you what is this. Counts and percentages equals to, in case if you have counts here, count percent, count with 0 decimal, concatenate with open brackets, again concatenate with put of percent, comma with 1 decimal, concatenate with closed brackets, right? This is how we'll write. But now we had counts, but we don't have percent. So here write the percent formula. Count by total number we have to calculate. How do we get total number? Let's create total number also. So this usually we'll write this count as n and total count as capital N. So like begin. Now how to create that denominator? So I'll use again SQL. Create table denominator as select count distinct subject ID as begin and then treatment. Take from admin dataset. Quit. Let's run this. Oh, sorry, I forgot group by. See, there are total 60 subjects. In those 60 subjects, 33 have taken treatment 1 and 27 treatment 2. Treatment 1 and 2. But in these 33, few people have completed the treatment, few have discontinued the treatment. But now we want this one to calculate percentage. Are you getting?
Yeah.
So now here, begin is there and merge dataset name is denom and variable is count. Let's okay. When we merge here, we have to merge by a common variable, right? So what is the common variable we had between these two? We had treatment as a common variable. So by TRT. And before that, we have to sort the data set. Both the data sets.
Yeah.
So for that,
Here NP means,
sorry,
here you mentioned NP is
this is
equal
the
to
new
P.
variable counts and percentages. Your wish, whatever the name you want to keep, you can give that. After
Okay.
concatenating, we have to keep a new variable name, right? That one.
Mhm.
Okay, so here to sort the data sets, we have to write two proc steps. Instead of that, I'll sort in proc sort by using order by treatment. And here also we need to just, if you write this one order by clause, it will sort the data. Do you guys remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now here we got new. Mm, okay, the variable name is n. I've taken this as count. Here, yeah, it's n. So now here we got this count and percentage. But what we after that we don't want this one and this one. But next is here I want to make this as a treatment as a variable. So transpose the data and create this as a make this as a variable names. So here proc transpose data equals to dataset name. What is the dataset name? New. Out equals to new one. And your ID variable will be treatment and your analysis variable is var and remaining variables like order and suborder also we want, so take them is by
Proc sort.
treatment and proc sort data equals to new by trt and then run. Okay, now let's run this and see. After transposing here we got this new one. Did something went wrong again.
No.
Why?
Let me check. However, that new is not sorted in ascending order. Why? Not sorted new. Okay, by variable, sorry. So now here we got this 1. 1 means number of subjects who
Completed.
completed. 2 means number of subjects who discontinued. 3 means reasons for discontinuation. In 3 suborder, 1 means due to adverse event, 2 means lack of efficacy, 3 means loss to follow up like this. That means this is a right hand side part. Okay, and this is left hand side one. So when you
Yes.
merge these two, When you merge this left hand side and right hand side part, see, number of subjects who completed, it will attach like this. Number of subjects who discontinued, it will attach like this, right? So when we are merging, we need some common variables. That's why I created ORD and SORD. So let's merge these two. So create a final data set, data final. Merge first your left hand side part and then new one by
Order
ORD
sort of.
and SORD and then run. So sort the data sets. Left by ORD and SORD. Equals to 1. Final. See, this is our final data set. This one, that variable we can ignore while keeping in proc report. So this is how we will generate by using SQL. The next thing is keep this data set in proc report and break this ORD variable to get a space after each value. Let's work on proc report. So if you practice more, okay. So if you practice for see, don't think after practicing one example, don't think okay, proc report is same, so we can use like that. Because if you keep on using proc report, you will get used to all those options. So whatever the report you generate, we have to use proc report. So do you guys understand this one? So I'm just explaining different ways. So whichever the way you are comfortable, you can use that one. The same thing we can generate by using normal proc frequency procedure also. Okay. But finally, you have to submit a report. Yes.
In the proc SQL, the initial part was okay, but in between I felt I don't know where I'm not clear exactly. I can't tell now, but
Yes, just
yeah,
while practicing, just think why are you using each statement? Each.
yeah.
Okay, then you will understand.
Yeah, for the second proc SQL part, if you can go over once again, because the first proc SQL I understood like why you are creating everything, but the
Okay, the
second proc
second proc
SQL,
SQL here, this one, to get the
Mhm.
denominator part. See, you had counts. How can you
Yeah.
how do you calculate percentage? Count by total count, right?
Yeah.
This total count, how do you get this total count?
We have to create another variable.
Yes. So I created another data set called denominator, and then here I counted like how many subjects are there for treatment 1 and how many subjects are there for treatment 2.
So the first SQL step, we are getting the n number of
Yes,
counts,
counts
and the
we
big,
have. This
yeah.
one, with this number,
Mhm.
we need to divide by capital N, right? Here,
Capital
9 by what, by which
20
number
or
you will divide?
total number.
Total. That total for only for treatment 1. Again, you should not mix,
Oh, okay.
right? Here, these values we need to divide it by treatment, how many subjects are there, and from ninth observation until 15, we need to
Yeah.
divide it by some other number,
20.
right? So that
Mhm.
denominator, how do you get the denominator? So we have to count them. So that's
Yeah.
what I have done here. Group by TRT, treatment. So it
Yeah. N is the number. Yeah. N is the number of the counts, and the big N will be the treatment one
treatment total count.
total
Yes.
into 100.
Hmm.
Okay. Then we are merging the count and
Yes.
denom.
Either you can calculate percent separately and then you can use that variable instead of again creating separately and dropping the variable. I just created here itself. I've written the
Yeah,
formula here itself.
yeah, yeah. I think maybe couple practices.
Okay, just practice this one.
Uh,
And I'll send you one more example also.
okay.
Mm, This one. I don't have a template. I just had only this report. So I'll send you the data set and also this report. Okay, just try.
Okay. Okay.
Here there is one logic. If you get that point, this table is easy. By seeing this report, don't think that we have to create this one, this one, this one, and finally we have to merge. It is not like that. Okay, so just observe what are the values we want to keep in the report. So in the data set, many variables are there. But just see, here we had diastolic BP. So what is the variable name for that? Keep that variable name. Pre-baseline, baseline, keep this values variable name and then calculate the counts. I mean, count, mean, all these statistics. Okay, if you get that point, then this report is easy. Actually, for this report, if you write once, that is enough.
Macro type. Actually, the one we
No need
discussed
to
right
use
now.
macro also.
Okay.
Okay, so till now we have just used macro and call the macro for 3 times or 4 times, right? We repeated the code, but for that report, no need to repeat. If you write only once, that is enough.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Just understand the data set properly and also the report. I'm giving you the clue. In the report, just check the variable values. What and all values are there here, and keep those variable names also when you generate the data set. If you keep all those, then you will get an answer. Okay, just try that. So tomorrow I'll send you that code, or else if you want, I'll send you the code today itself. And I'll save this editor window and I'll send you this editor window also.
Mm.
Okay, this VS don't check my code. First practice yourself. If you don't get, then only go for this.
Okay.
Okay, then see you tomorrow.
Yeah, bye.